Wow. You better, yeah, back up.
When I told you that the Arctic was melting.
Was it down?
Okay.
Wow.
The other one now.
Yeah. And then mine.
Stuck again. Okay.
Okay, you out?
Yeah, sort of.
This is like quicksand. Arctic quicksand.
Okay.
Alrighty. Oh. It's coming.
All right. Oh, man. Okay.
Later. Jeez. Permafrost. Wow, this is all ice.
Yeah.
And it looks as though this has all broken away just this summer.
Oh, absolutely.
So this is really disappearing quickly.
If you look there, yeah, old ice.
Whole patches of the Arctic coastline are falling into the ocean. The accelerated melting of the permafrost and the erosion of the Arctic soil may irreversibly alter the region's ecosystem. Lakes are draining into the sea. Cliffs that provide habitat for bird colonies are collapsing. And the Inuit must struggle against a new enemy, the sea. Farther west, north of Alaska, the island of Shishmaref has been battered by increasingly frequent and violent storms. As the ocean warms, it expands, causing the sea level to rise. This new threat comes on top of the erosion of the ground caused by the melting permafrost. The villagers are overwhelmed. One day, Shishmaref may simply disappear into the ocean. With only the means at hand, the 600 villagers erect makeshift barriers that are immediately swept away by the ocean. They pile up whatever they can in a desperate attempt to save the coastline and their own homes.
There are some places, if you have a big storm, it can be really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was like about 100 feet out from, you know, where this 82 project is. So, you know, 35 years or so, 40 years, you can, that's, the beach is eroding pretty fast. You know, we probably lose like, on the average, about 5 foot of storm. We have to provide another place for our kids to grow, you know.
What does the future hold for us? Over the centuries, the people of the ice have always managed to adapt to changes in their environment, passing on from generation to generation the traditional knowledge needed for survival. But today, the changes are coming so fast, they may not be able to adapt quickly enough. Will the knowledge of the elders be enough to surmount the impact of the expected changes? Here, where ice has always supported life, some species may be unable to adapt to the rapid transformation of their habitat, and may be unable to resist the invaders from the south. Those species may disappear completely. more the cold recedes and the frontiers of this unique environment shrink, the more the distinctive life of the North will disappear, to be replaced by that of the South. The Arctic is the advance guard, the outpost that reacts to the slightest change in climate conditions. As we leave the world of ice behind, one last magical encounter. He is the ideal ambassador to encourage us to think of the future. This animal, the Arctic's most imposing symbol, may become one of the first victims in this world on the wane.
Leaving the Arctic behind, Sedna heads south towards the Bering Strait. Between Little Diomedes Island and Big Diomedes Island on the Russia-United States border, the crew officially completes the Northwest Passage. Mission accomplished.
Move a little that way, Hubert. Okay, perfect. Okay, nobody move.
Take some more! Come on, take another one!
100 years after Roald Amundson's Joe, Sedna has become the 7th sailing vessel in history to cross the celebrated Northwest Passage without wintering over and without assistance. But if Sedna could do it, so could cargo ships and oil tankers, putting the Arctic's fragile environment at risk. After being surrounded by ice for 5 months, the crew enjoys the sight of trees again. During the long voyage south to Vancouver, the extraordinary landscapes almost dispel the crew's fears for the planet's future. Almost, but not quite. The LeConte Glacier in southern Alaska is one of the wonders of the West Coast. But it's also one of the fastest melting glaciers in the world.
Not only in the Arctic, but all over the world, growing evidence points to major changes that are on the way. The majority of the world's glaciers are receding at a phenomenal speed, an alarming demonstration of global warming and its impact. As we approach Vancouver, other evidence appears, inexorably. A strange silence fills the wheelhouse. After 5 months at sea, we prepare to return to our homes, our minds full of unforgettable images. The Arctic can help us to understand the impact of changes. Will we listen to the warnings from the north? It's November. Winter is approaching fast. I wonder, what will the weather be like tomorrow?